Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We have the final match of the season between Strawberry Skitties and the Sassy Sylveons. The Skitties are 7-6 on the season right now. Sylveons 6-7. So a win here from the Sylveons could possibly get them into the playoffs. So everything is riding on this match. The Skitties want to win so they can make it in as well. The first move is going to be a gust here from the Victini. A critical hit against that Zygarde, not doing a whole lot of damage though. Zygarde gives a chance to retaliate as it goes for a Roost. Waste of a healing move, I might say. No need to heal at the moment, but Zygarde will put his health all the way back up. And now the Sylveons will try to attack again. Maybe a stronger move than Gust. We'll see what they're going to go with. This time it's a Core Enforcer, Zygarde's signature move. So that's going to land, and it's going to hit for a lot of damage. Super effective. Zygarde is going to gain an attack boost there from the weakness policy it was holding. So that Zygarde could be dangerous. There goes the Draining Kiss. That's going to be not very effective against the Fire-type Victini. Barely doing any damage there, but Zygarde gets to get a little bit of health back. Pushing it a little further away from the halfway point of its HP. There goes the Victini now, this time with a Mind Reader. Victini going here with the Mind Reader as Zygarde looks to take its turn, and it's going to go for a Psybeam. Psybeam from the Zygarde lands. It does just a little bit of damage. Zygarde only chipping away at the Victini. Victini seems to be on top of the match with that one move that it did. The Core Enforcer doing a whole lot of damage, but Zygarde not able to do much. There goes the Minimize. Victini going to make itself harder to hit right there. And that can certainly be frustrating for any of these teams in the Metronome Madness League. Not being able to hit your opponent, of course, is frustrating. There goes the Morning Sun, the second healing move coming from that Zygarde. Zygarde going all the way back up to full health. Skitties are determined just to stay out here as long as possible. Keep their Zygarde out there as long as possible. There goes the Trick Room. That's going to be in play, and I believe that's going to make Zygarde go first. So you have to wonder why the Sylveons are going for that move. There goes the Seed Bomb, another resisted move. Just not good moves coming from the Zygarde. Does a decent amount. The weakness policy definitely upping its stats, helping it out there, but still not the best move to choose from. Here comes Zygarde again, this time with a Hold Back. Hold Back doing a lot of damage. Almost as if Zygarde did not hold back at all. There goes the Ice Fang. Now that's going to be super effective. And that hits hard. Zygarde in the yellow for the first time. As much as it's been hit, it has been able to keep itself in the green. But now it's below half itself. There goes the Zygarde again with the Dive. Now that will be super effective. That's going to be a massive hit. I'm not sure Victini will be able to survive it. We'll see what the Sylveons choose to do in this turn. It tries to go for a Flower Shield. It's not a grass-type Pokemon, so that's going to fail. Excuse me. And here comes that dive from Zygarde. Hitting hard. Victini goes down. Gotta admit, it's some smart plays coming from the Skitties. For the most part, they haven't really done much, if you're really thinking about it. In a way of moves that did a lot of damage, but the weakness policy plus a couple of good moves really got them into this match, and that is what they want to see. So Zygarde's still going to go for us thanks to the Trick Room. It's going to go for a Bolt Beak. Now that might hit hard. Bolt Beak hits the Mew, and oh my gosh, almost takes it out immediately. It is already in the red, and that's not looking good for the Sylveons. There goes that Gear Grind. It hits twice. That puts Zygarde at 51 HP, the lowest it has been. Mew going first this time. It's going to go for a Dragon Rush. That's super effective. Good move from the Sylveons. Dragon Rush lands, and Zygarde is taken out. One good move, and the match is a bit closer again. However, that Mew is sitting there with some pretty low HP, so the Skitties have a bit of wiggle room to maybe set up if they wanted to. There we go. Mesprit avoids the Screech. That would have lowered its defenses, so that's a good That's a good dodge right there. You don't want that defense to drop. There goes the sticky web. It's going to lower the last Pokemon on the Sylveon's speed when it comes out onto the field. There goes Mew again. Mew going for an assurance. That's going to be super effective against the Mesprit. Not a bad move. Mew actually playing very well here. Doing a decent amount of damage to that Mesprit. Mesprit going to go now, this time with a Fire Punch. Fire Punch lands it and Mew gets knocked out. And that's what we were saying about the wiggle room that the Skitties had. Because all they needed was one good move and Mew is gone. So now it is 2 Pokemon versus 1 as the Sylveons move on to their last Pokemon, which is Palkia. Palkia will get slowed down by the sticky web, but it does have pressure. We have to keep that in mind. So that's going to cut the number of Metronomes that the Skitties can use in half. So they're going to have to play very smart. There goes the Slash. Slash does not get a critical hit, doing a little bit of damage to that Palkia as Palkia gets his first turn, and it's the Horn Leech. Horn Leech doing a good amount of damage that actually might heal Palkia all the way up. Will it? Oh, close. Almost all the way up. It's taking some health from that Mesprit, and Mesprit's in the yellow right now. Here we go, Mesprit with the Floral Healing. Not sure why we went for that, but Mesprit said, "Here, take some more health, I guess." So the Skitties healing up that Palkia, putting it back at full health. And remember, that wasted 2 turns for the Skitties. So that was a huge mistake. You cannot make mistakes when you're under pressure. The Roar of Time will do it as Mesprit gets knocked out. And now it is pretty much an even match. The Zekrom comes out onto the field. Zekrom will only have 8 turns as it will be under pressure. So we'll only have 8 Metronomes to use against this Palkia. Well, Palkia, well, it has quite a few more than that. There goes the Zekrom now. It goes for a defend order, starting off by raising its defenses. Usually I would say it's a good idea. I'm not so sure when you have to use 2 PP for every move, if that was the move that you should go for. There goes Zekrom again after Palkia has to recharge. Goes for a Hex. Hex will land, and it does just a bit of damage. Palkia withstanding that move. Now it goes for an Electro Ball. That's not very effective. Against the Electric Dragon itself, that is not a move you want to choose. It was a crit, but that certainly did not matter. Zekrom gets to go again. Gotta go for a stronger move this time. It tries for a Spit Up, but it did not swallow, so that is another 2 PP wasted for them. There goes the Moonblast, though, from the Palkia. That's super effective. Zekrom takes a big hit. Hangs out above half its health, though. But, man, that is not what they want to see. Its special attack also drops after that. That's going to make this battle much harder for the Skitties. There goes the Zekrom with a Sunny Day. Not so sure the purpose of that. Let's see what they choose to do. There we go. A Razor Leaf from the Palkia. Razor Leaf, not very effective. Does push Zekrom into the yellow, but it's still in a pretty good position. Here comes Zekrom now. It's going to go for an Aurora Veil. That is the wrong weather to try and use that move as the sun is shining. There goes the Lick. It could paralyze, or no, it can't paralyze the Zekrom, excuse me. Lick just doing a little bit of damage. Zekrom going for the Sludge. Maybe they'll get a poison. Sludge does land not a lot of damage. The Skitties are not really able to do much here as they continue to try to damage this Palkia. It's just not happening. The liquidation hits, it's also not very effective. And Zekrom, it's just being chipped away at, and that's all the Sylveons have to do. Remember, they have a lot more PP than Zekrom has. There goes the Fire Fang, which is also not very effective. It does cause Palkia to flinch. We'll give him one more turn. Let's see what they choose to do here. They've got to choose a better move. There goes the Moonblast, this time from the Skitties. Now that's super effective. How will it hit is the question. It does a decent amount of damage as Palkia is taken down to about 1/3 of its HP. The Conversion 2 comes out. So Palkia is going to change its typing, and it's going to turn into a Poison type. Just a few turns left for the Zekrom. There goes the Metronome. It goes for a lovely kiss. That's going to be avoided. Palkia with a free turn here. Palkia goes for the triple axle. Super effective against the Zekrom. Here comes the third. Oh, hits twice. Zekrom gets its berry, which is going to raise its attack stat. Hit twice by the triple axle, and it's in the red. It looks like the Sylveons might come away with the win here. There goes Zekrom with a quick attack. After its attack boost, it actually does a decent amount of damage, and Palkia is in the red. Who would have thought a quick attack would do that much? As Palkia goes for the fake tears. Fake tears does affect the Zekrom, lowering its special defense. And both Pokemon are in the red. However, Zekrom has to struggle. It doesn't have any more PP thanks to the pressure. It does knock out that Palkia with the struggle, but it will knock itself out as well because of the recoil damage, and that's going to end in a tie. That's the second tie of this round of battles. That is surprising. You don't see ties much in the Metronome Madness League, but wow, we've gotten another one. Unfortunately for the Sylveons, although they play very well in that match right there, since the Skitties have the higher record, they're the ones that's going to move on to the playoffs. And what we're looking at here is our playoff bracket. So we have the Charming Charmeleons making it. They'll be going up against the Skitties, while the Shadow Squad face off against the Gengars. Vargey's Growlithe Pack have made it in, going up against the Crocodiles, and the Eevee Hearts will be facing off against the Hoppips. Make sure you stay tuned for the playoffs of season number 8 of the Metronome Madness League, and we will see you in the next match.